EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Returning it, Johnson. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Running from the gun with Henry. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. They're passing here. Joe Burrow finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. Touchdown, LA! Mike Williams. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Herbert off of play action. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. That's caught inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Jalen Waddle, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point right down the middle. And we'll tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what do we do?
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, L.A. Mike Williams, 76 yards. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. A nice play design there with a touch pass. It looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And this one caught by Max Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Now Burrow. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! Deontay Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Going up top. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Play action. It's Herbert. Forced out to his left. And Cook has it, left side. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Evans. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Evans. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Darrington Evans, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now here's Johnson. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Here we go. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again to Henry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So the false start will back them up 5. That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Here we go.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Derrick Henry. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 47 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Here we go.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. When you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit, he is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Man open left side, it's Williams. Touchdown, Rams. Max Williams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They'll get that out wide to Waddle. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Cameron Wake able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Jalen Waddle with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the 25 on second down. Burrow. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. A first down carry for Henry. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now it's Burrow. He'll find Williams on the slant. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now Burrow on first down. And this one is incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. They went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. First down. Here's Burrow. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball. Yeah,
they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
On first down, it's Herbert. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
From the 29, Herbert letting one go deep for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Johnson now returning. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Pretty good looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll be pulled down, and now a late flag will come with it. And that's in the area of a face mask, I think. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. This is Henry. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Looking to pass. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Max Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we start. And he's got it! What a catch on the sideline. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Jalen Waddle, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes Johnson on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Henry again on 2nd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 135 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
I'm one, right?
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now it's Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good comeback there after the penalty. 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6. Now it's Burrow. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Here we go. Stop.
They'll run it again with Henry. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 3rd down, Henry. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it.
Here we go. Hey, Cam.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Let's get set. 12, 12, 12. 180. Nice one.
A handoff, running left, Henry. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go with Burrow. Caught left side, Williams. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Third and goal from the 6. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Los Angeles, they get an all-important 10th win to move them to 10-6 with 1 week to go. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.